And I have been elected as leader of my party and your Prime Minister, in part, to fix them. And that work begins immediately.
Welcome to our channel. Well, today we're going to find out if things got better or worse for the newly elected UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as he vows to be like a knight in shining armor who will save the UK from economic downfall due to Truss mistakes. In this video, we will take a good look at his first week in the office by knowing his actions, plans, and the members that will take part in his cabinet so that we can decide if he is a mistake or the leader the British people are looking for.
I will place economic stability and confidence at the heart of this government's agenda.
So, what do you think about the performance of UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and the government? Is he a thumbs down or a thumbs up? Let us know in the comment section down below. On October 25, 2022, Rishi Sunak was elected as Prime Minister after undergoing several challenges, but since the UK is juggling so many problems, he wants the people put their trust in him. So, he always encourages them to examine his previous work, like how he responded to help both people and businesses against the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic, or the furlough scheme, which he is known for. But this is not just the pandemic alone, but the effects of war and other things that he must consider. In his first public speech as Prime Minister at number 10 Downing Street, he promised to not leave a great debt to the next generation, to unite the country through actions, to perform with integrity, accountability, and professionalism, to deliver the manifesto's promise such as providing better institutions and supporting businesses to build the economy, and to put the needs of the people over politics. What we can notice is that he did not emphasize the word I, but the word we, when speaking about his aim to create a better future, to denote that he will do this together with the people. This is an example of how to gain sympathy from the public. Although hope for his leadership may arise, these are just words meant to be proven. So do not forget everything he promises so that we can know how to hold him accountable if ever something goes wrong. In his term, he experienced being questioned by the Labour leader Keir Starmer for the first time last October 26. This was a chance to save the face of Parliament members and remove the threat of their party being wiped out. Also, Sunak trashed Truss's growth plan and restored the fracking ban she disapproved of. If we can remember, the former raised protests due to the high cost of living and inflation as a result of distrust from investors, while the latter was filled with criticisms from local communities and scientists in 2019 as it threatens to exacerbate climate change and pollution despite its advantage of having more fuel in the time of war. Additionally, from October 31, he moved the fiscal announcement to November 17 to further review the spending commitments and resolve the financial crisis. Moreover, he did not grant the opposition's demand for an immediate general election and just promised to fairly and compassionately reconstruct the finances of the public to correct the faults of his predecessor. He said in the House of Commons, we will have to take difficult decisions to restore economic stability and confidence. We will do this in a fair way. I will always protect the most vulnerable. We did that in COVID, and we will do that again. On top of that, he is making a huge step by speaking to prominent world leaders like Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and US President Joe Biden, as well as the Prime Ministers of Ireland, Australia, and India, and the President of European Union Commission Ursula von der Leyen. Sunak has made good decisions so far, but the government is not a one-man job, so choosing competent people for his team plays a huge role in the UK's fate. So let us find out who are the people that are going to be part of Sunak's cabinet. But before we continue, if you like this video, smash that like button, and if you are still not following us, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Rishi Sunak said that he wanted to show unity, experience, and continuity through cabinet reshuffle, as Truss's way of picking before is not stable, as she did not appoint those who did not support her. Therefore, as he continues to put together his ministerial team, he downgraded to lower positions some of Liz Truss's allies. Naming three of the big supporters of Truss that were included in this list were former Paymaster General Chris Philp, who is now the Minister of the Home Office, former Transport Secretary Anne-Marie Trevelyan, who is now a Minister in the Foreign Office, and former Treasury Chief Secretary Edward Arger, who is now the appointed Justice Minister. But on the other hand, he kept the position of people like Foreign Secretary James Cleverly, Defense Secretary Ben Wallace, and Chancellor Jeremy Hunt, Next, he mostly appointed those who supported him during the Tory leadership contest and brought back an accomplished minister under former Prime Minister Boris Johnson like Michael Gove. During this process, he was criticized for giving a second chance to Suella Braverman as a Home Secretary who previously resigned due to her revelation about breaching the government rules when she sent an official document via her personal email. Thus, speculations arise that Sunak made a deal that in exchange for her support, he will give her a position, but Sunak denied this allegation. As for him, he gave her a chance simply because he believes that no one goes to work with the intention to make a mistake. Furthermore, there were also newcomers, namely Gillian Keegan as Education Secretary, David T.C. Davies as Secretary of State for Wales, John Glenn as Chief Secretary to the Treasury, and Victoria Prentice as Attorney General, who will also attend Cabinet, like Jeremy Quinn, who is the Paymaster General and Cabinet Office Minister. In totality, Sunak's cabinet was composed of people who graduated from private schools, especially from Oxford or Cambridge University, and had a fewer number of women. Lastly, to show you, this is the complete list of Rishi Sunak's newly formed cabinet, and just hit pause if you want to read them all. To conclude, Rishi Sunak tries to recover from the issues the UK government is facing, and the controversies he is in are more of a political conflict within. Though the problem with him is that he does not have a concrete plan as he answers some of the questions raised against him with flowery words, rather than telling them about his specific action steps. So he must think carefully and avoid rash and bad decisions now, because UK citizens do not want to be more disappointed than they are now. But since he has a long way to go to prove himself, it is too early to judge, isn't it? That's it for now. Again, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell to stay updated with the latest news or documentaries on the End of the World channel. Thank you!